Hey, what's up, Lakeside Church? My name's Cole Harper. I'm one of the pastors here at, Lakeside. Yeah, good to see you guys. I am bringing you the live stream in Dry Places today. Really just something that came up in CR last night that I thought was actually super cool to share with some of you guys. It's in Isaiah chapter 8. I'll tell you what, the verse I'm gonna circle in on, it sounds like like a catchphrase from a movie comic book villain, but it's kind of cool, and it's interesting to hear about it coming out of God's mouth, right? I'm gonna let this tractor go by real quick. There you go. All right, so it's from Isaiah chapter 8, verses 12 through 13. So when God tells Isaiah this, do not call conspiracy all that this people calls conspiracy, and do not fear what they fear, nor be in dread. But the Lord of hosts, him you shall honor as holy. Check this out. Let him, God, be your fear, and let him be your dread. The command from God to Isaiah is, Isaiah, let me be your dread. Let me be your fear. And that's a weird thing to say, right up until you actually think about it. Because God's saying that Isaiah should not look at the surface level intrigue of everything going on in Jerusalem and the rumors of an Assyrian invasion, and mistakenly assume that those concerns are what will chiefly govern their life. They're just not powerful enough. When God tells Isaiah, make me your dread, what he's saying is, make sure you regard me as the most meaningful cause of events in your life, and not anything else. Reserve a spot in your thinking that prizes me, God says, as the chief architect of what happens next. Not Assyria, not the rumors, not the political intrigue of, Jerusalem. Nope. God says, I am the most potent force in your life. The spot in your heart and your mind you would typically reserve for dreading, sources of bad news, reserve for me. I'm the chief influence. I'm the chief wave maker in your life. So to regard anything else as a proper, in a sense, source of dread, it doesn't take into account God's unlimited strength. And that's ultimately what he's telling Isaiah. Nothing else is as worthy of fear as I am. That's what he's saying. But the cool part is, nothing else is as worthy of our trust at the same time. This has the power to dramatically, reorder where you think the events that will shape your life come from. And your optimism, your sense of optimism, or your sense of pessimism, all of that. God says, I'm at the nucleus of any event that comes into your life in one way or the other. Reserve the spot that tries to preoccupy yourself with what's going to happen in the future. No, God says, reserve that spot for me. Ultimately, I happen to your future. And I populate your timeline accordingly. What's really neat about that is if you've given God your ultimate slot in your thinking for what happens to you, nothing else can scare you. If God is way upstream from everything else, and he is pledged to work all things to your good, man, that is actually what will give you the boldness you need to do maybe things you've been scared to do your whole life. It really does transform what's possible for you when you reserve the spot of preoccupation with the future for God himself. Make me your fear and make me your dread. In other words, nothing else is as worthy of your fear and your dread as God is. But he's for you. So who can be against you? I don't know. That was helpful for me last night. Helpful for me today. Maybe it's helpful for you. So I'm gonna let you go because I'm holding this thing up and my arm's getting tired. I love you guys so much. Yeah, leave that spot for him. Love you. Bye.